Welcome or welcome back to Exo Protein Cookie Gaming. I go live multiple times a week on Twitch if you want to catch me there. My Twitch name is Exo Protein Cookie. I main this game Dead by Daylight, and I also main League of Legends, but I play all types of games. Welcome again back to my series. I go through all of the killers and survivors of Dead by Daylight. I go through their bio or their lore, their customizations in store, their perks and abilities, and a little bit of info about them. This is another newer survivor. She is Michonne Grimes. She's actually from The Walking Dead, one of my favorite past shows, and I really liked her as a character too. Okay. Her first perk is Conviction. Sometimes one last push means the difference between death and survival. After you have healed one survivor while downed with at least 25% recovery progress, press the ability button 2 to recover instantly. You gain Broken, then you are downed again after 30 seconds. Broken prevents survivors from being healed. Yeah, I don't really like that one, to be honest. All right, the second one is Last Stand. Even when things are at their worst, your spirit is indomitable. After spending 90 seconds in the killer's terror radius while not in chase, when you fast vault, stun the killer for 3 seconds if they are within 2.5 meters. Then this perk is disabled for the rest of the trial. Again, I don't really like the second one either because you can only use it once, so what really good is it? The third one is Teamwork Throwdown. You know the best way to even the odds is to empower those around you. When you pallet stun or blind the killer, other injured survivors within 24 meters gain endurance and see the killer's aura for 10 seconds. Endurance prevents a survivor from being downed, inflicting deep wounds instead. Deep wound will put a survivor in the dying state unless it is mended before the timer runs out. I don't really like any of her perks, to be very honest. I would definitely run her as a survivor, just with different perks. All right, so Michonne's bio is Michonne enjoyed a comfortable life with her boyfriend and son before the world fell apart. When a horrifying new pathogen broke out, killing the living and reanimating the dead as walkers, she did everything within her power to protect her loved ones. But her boyfriend Mike, excuse me, couldn't handle the pressures of survival. Walkers overtook the camp while Michonne was on a supply run, turned Mike and devoured their son Andre. Alone and emotionally hardened, she traveled with the dismembered, shambling corpses of her partner and his friend. For a long time, she didn't let anyone into her life. Then she met the Grimes family. Despite some initial distrust, Rick eventually invited her into the community and they grew closer over time. In Rick, she found a dependable partner in combat, a faithful friend, and eventually a lover. Even in the face of the direst circumstances, the collapse of their communities, the threat of other factions, the death of innumerable friends, the two propped each other up and safeguarded each other's humanity. They settled into a new community, Alexandria, and over many months were able to adapt to and thrive inside the safety of its massive walls. But nothing good ever lasts. Things started going off the rails, and Michonne watched as Rick sacrificed himself to save Alexandria. Despite having seen the bridge explode with him on it, she could not accept his death. She continued protecting her community and raising her young family, but she could not shake the feeling that he was out there somewhere. Ultimately, she set forth alone into the unexplored territory to find Rick, to find answers, and to reunite her family. Before long, she began hearing a voice, weak at first, coming from the tree line. She unsheathed her sword and crept towards it. As she got closer, she could make out the voice. Rick Michonne crept forward, entering what seemed like a burrow, crawling ever forward, closer to Rick's voice. When the tunnel became too narrow, she dropped her sword to keep moving. A pinhole of light appeared on the horizon. Not the sun, though, a campfire, and she found herself somewhere completely foreign, weaponless, surrounded by new dangers, far more nefarious than the walkers. All right. We're going to head on over to the store and look at her outfits that are available in game. She doesn't have much. This is Maggie Ree. I don't remember if she was another Walking Dead character. I don't know. But, I mean, I don't know. She looks nothing like Michonne, so I don't know. This is called The Next World. She She's very fit. I like this one with the hood. And then back to her default. So yeah, Michonne Grimes, to put it simply, I don't like any of her perks. But if you want to play her, absolutely play her in game. Just use other perks, I would say. So please don't forget to like and subscribe these videos if you like them. And don't forget to add me on Twitch. My Twitch name is Exo Protein Cookie. I go live multiple times a week playing this game and others. Thank you so much for watching.